Oh god, that's a lot of them. Anyway, it makes this really very nice. What does heavy break do? Splash damage, 1 strength damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and sundering impact this guy here. Bloody flail here. Over here. Hopefully kill this guy. Yep. Ah, yikes. Break some of his armor. Break some of this guy's armor. Why don't you bloody flail here? Haven, old buddy, old pal. Ah, no, never mind. Do not warp lightning there. Do not lightning there. That will kill literally everybody. Who can you mend? That would be useful. Mend Ivor, I guess. I mean, if you want to get in a punching match with Ivor, feel free, bud. Tempest here. Raven will kill that guy. No, no, no. Okay. Strength of will. No, come on, Tempest. There we go. I love arc lightning. Kill this guy. Start the pillage. And kill him. That didn't go too bad. We got a lot of injures, but that's fine. We got another item. Not that it's going to help us, because apparently all of our items are stuck on guys. Got a whole bunch of them now. Foca can be promoted. Ditch got injured. Valgar got injured. Pharisee got injured. But that's fine. It's fine. Was not expecting so many guys in the second wave. Plus 36 renown. Jesus. Foca called it. When the warp came, they came hard. There's no doubt anymore that Bulwark has some kind of command over them. Foca comes stomping towards you and Juno, flickering smoldering black ash from her shield. She doesn't look happy. She angry. Let's get something straight, Juno. You drag us out here as captive, and now Bulwark's trying to hunt us down and kill us. Do you see how messed up this is? And back there, you try to give my ravens orders? Tell me where to go. Tell me again when we're allowed to rest. Go on, say it to my face. Say nothing. What do you suggest, Foca? Oh no, don't you dare pretend to be the reasonable one right now. Steam plumes from Foca's nostrils like an angry yawk's, swirling through the cold air. I don't even want to hear your voice. The ravens are under my command, and if you want anyone watching your back instead of putting a knife... What if Ivor spoke on my behalf? You know what? That sounds like a great idea. Wait. How did I get dragged into this? Behave like a lapdog, dog. Get treated like one.
The god stone ahead shimmers. It seems to hold some sway over the darkness somehow. Or maybe the darkness itself finds them distasteful.
I love Apostle. He's super cool. Getting a dredge stone slinger in our party. A golden glow greets you, the first warmth you felt since entering the darkness. Disheveled women and children huddle on one side of the godstone, while a dredge sits on the other. The dredge has arranged a circle of obsidian stones around itself, and just outside that lay the bodies of a couple of dead men. Ain't this a sight? Oli grins, then he frowns. I have a feeling this is about to become our problem. Praise the gods, someone has finally come, carrying a divine light. Not exactly. The matronly woman's face falls as she gets a better look at you. I know that, Crest. Ravens. She points with an accusing, shaking finger towards the stone singer. What is this? Have you brought more dredge to slaughter us? The stone hurler stands within its ring of slones, warbling loudly as you approach the godstone. The old woman recoils in disgust. Well, how interesting. This one's terrified of you, Ivor. They have a language? When they're not twisted into abominations. She called you Destroyer. I've heard of the Destroyer before, but I had no idea I was traveling with him. Is it really you? They speak of you like we do Bellower. Thought you'd be bigger. It's a misunderstanding. Where would you hear such a thing? Traveling with the Valka. But you do not know where we are headed. You're an interesting one, Ivor. We should talk more. The old woman rejoins you again after a heating battle of whispers with her kin. She clears the throat. I am called Hild. We came here to pray with the skies darkened. I guess I don't need to tell you they're only alive now because of this godstone. A miracle, and they say the gods are dead. Then this slag comes from nowhere. It attacks us. Killed their husbands and mine as well. Aye, a right miserable sucker he was, but an injustice to be killed by this thing. She gestures rudely at the stone hurler. It makes a hissing sound like escaping steam. Quiet, filthy thing. You'll take us somewhere safe, surely? Surely you will. The opposite. You don't want to go where we're going. Gods alive. Has everyone lost their minds? At least give us justice. Don't leave the slag alive to kill us and eat our children. Alfred, what's the dredge's side of the story? Hild bristles at the implication. Alfred taps her ears, and the horns vibrate with a faint hum. The dredge sings a soft response. She says they left her no choice but to defend herself. Stuck here, same as them. By the gods, we've been found by only slag lovers in the dying world. She snatches something shiny from her hands of one of her kin, waving it in front of her. This is what the ravens need, isn't it, you disgusting vultures? Family heirloom, worth more than it looks. I say we just bring the stone hurler along with us, Ivor. I mean, we've already got one. You said it was terrified of me. Then she won't put up much of a struggle, will she? What are you talking about? Kill it already! Kill it! Convince the stone hurler to come along, Alfred. Alfred speaks to the dredge again. It shows little emotion, but that may be just because it lacks facial expression. Quite the motley crew you've gathered, Destroyer. Don't call me that. I'm serious. Hild pockets her heirloom, offering only low curses, angry that the dredge lives on. We got another dredge in the party. We got another dredge in the party. Sweet. Castaway. What abilities do you have? Sweet. It's a ranged character. Go ahead and do that. Get him out of here. Bonus strength damage when stationary. +3 will. +1 will a turn. +1 break. +2 will talents. What are my will talents? Defy. So nice. Alright, Ivor is uninjurable now. Rank her up. Avon needs one more kill to rank up. We want to put the castaway in there instead of Foca. Oh no, Castaway's already in there. Sweet. This is perfect. Let's promote here. Give him one of those. Increase his will. Cool. All right. I like this. Bercy is injured for 3 days, and Volkguard and Ditcher are injured for 2. So if we talk to these guys, we don't have any supplies, so we don't need to rush through anything, so we can rest for 3 days and then leave. Alfred finds you a quiet moment to make her way over to you, leaning on her staff. Why didn't you tell me, Varl? Tell you what? About being the destroyer. It isn't something that comes up often in conversation. You'll have to excuse me. I don't always know how to speak with people. I spend a lot of time alone, or with the sculptors. Sculptors? Well, more precisely, they say something like, we who shape the stone, but it's close enough. You didn't think they call themselves the Dredge, did you? Didn't think the Dredge called themselves Dredge, did you? There's quite a lot I've learned from them. Some things you may know. Many secret. Alfred awaits your reply. The sculptors see you as a friend? Y'all need to stop looking at everything as us and them. Some of them are friends, others are not. The same as any people, anywhere. Oh, I understand how hard it can be. To see past your differences? Impossible sometimes. But so many don't even try. Alfred waits your reply. How did you learn mending out here on your own? Mending? Bah! Call it what it is. We pluck at the threads of reality. Almost anyone can see them, if you know how to look. Who do you think taught the teachers? The gods. Who taught the gods? Even godlier gods? Anyway, you see my point. Don't think so highly of your mender friends. They're more dangerous than they let on. How do you mean? I trained to be a mender when I was just a girl. They tried to kill me, believe it or not. The Varl right there was the one sent to do the Varl right there was the one sent to do it. She points to the figure of Bercy snoozing on the hard ground. I don't even think he remembers me. I looked a little bit different back then. But I escaped. Not before learning some things. They train their simple-minded menders to heal stubbed toes and raise walls. It's a fine distraction from the powers the Valka really wield. But if an apprentice doesn't have the skill to control their powers, they're a threat to the mender's reputation. And if you show too much skill, well, you're an even bigger threat. What kind of secrets are you talking about? What, for nothing? I'm nothing if not a trader of knowledge, you know. The rarest secrets don't come cheap. How about this? In exchange for telling me how you became the destroyer, I'll tell you something you may find quite important. What do you say? If you promise to keep it to yourself. I do. The Sunder I kill. Raise. It was no legendary battle. When I brought her head back to the other Varl, they invented their own stories. The truth is, I got separated from my allies, and found her out in the snowstorm, alone. She was cradling an infant. My axe accidentally killed the child. She didn't even put a fight up after that. Indeed, it was Bellower's child, Ivor. How can you? Are you certain? Completely. Consider that our trade. There is more to tell, at another time, maybe. Alfred awaits your reply. We should be going. After you? Just one more thing. Alfred looks at you with curiosity. Are those Varl horns in your staff? Alfred laughs with a genuine mirth. Nothing to worry about, Ivor. They were a gift, I assure you that, they were a gift that I treasure very much. You see, I have friends of all sorts. But, as you said, we should be going. Another story for another time, perhaps. Let's talk to Foca. You notice Foca standing alone, arms crossed, sporting a deadly scowl. Everything all right? Yeah, we're doing great. Our leader is hunting us down, we've been kidnapped by witches, and now we're arguing about how many dredge we can save along the way. It's the kind of thing that a little girl grows up dreaming about. I get your point. She glares at you through narrow eyes. How did a woman come to be accepted by the Ravens anyway? Is this the part where you ask me about my past? We talk about family and hug? Eat some black snow, Varl. These guys all chose to be here, just like me. That's the truth. That's all the family you need to know about. Considering you didn't even mention family, you doubt that's the whole story, but you let it drop. You still care about Bulwark. Are you trying to piss me off? Imagine little Alette hunting you through the darkness, trying to rip your throat out. Now imagine some arse accuses you of having feelings about it. You notice Foca's hands instinctively go to the axe Bulwark had thrown at Avon a few days back. What do you plan to do with that axe? Its name is Claw, and what I plan to do with it is none of your business. Can we agree to keep it tucked away? If the sight of it scares you, then yes, I'll keep it safe and snug right here. I'm not suicidal, Ivor. I'm not going to plant it in a Valka's skull. Not right now. She glares at you through narrow eyes. Are you always this pleasant to be around? I never asked to be around you. I always heard the Varl like their space. You're not wrong. Must be nice to be accepted for something like that. My kind treat you like you're diseased if you don't act right. But the Ravens, they don't judge. It's not like I want to be completely alone. I just don't need tedious, pointless conversations with every idiot who has an idiot opinion. Go on. Oh, damn it all. You got me talking about Miss. Are we done here? We should keep moving. I get why you came over now. Juno's ready to go. No, I came on my own. You know, I used to be great at telling when someone is lying. But it sure is harder these days, isn't it? You know what I mean? Let's get something straight. I'll talk to you over Juno, but you're no Raven. And whatever happened to Bulwark, I'm not convinced that he doesn't have a good reason for what he's doing. So don't give me reason to let him. And don't try to get too close and friendly. Take it easy. I don't like this any more than you do. Take it easy? That's not part of the job. Bad things happen when I let my guard down. Now excuse me while I gather the unkindness. Unkindness? That's what they call a flock of ravens, Ivor. Fitting. Leave. Does it worry anybody else that they've somehow got it ahead of us? Asked Volgard. What once was a hill has been twisted into a thin strip of land, pulled along like spider silk, with a steep drop beneath it. Warped shamble back and forth across it. But Bulwark is nowhere in sight. They don't need to rest, Foca realizes with a shudder. Bulwark can't confront us directly, not while the Valka live. He's going to thin the herd all the way to Ridgehorn. Thane, spits Oli. It's exactly what we'd do, isn't it? I hate it. Ask Volka's tactical advice. If it were us, we'd lure them across, lay archers to hit them from the wings, while spears come up to fill the retreat. Something tells me the warp can't coordinate like us ravens, though. But what would Bulwark do with a bunch of drunk idiots? Volka mutters and thinks for a while. He'd make it look like a trap, so we try to get fancy. My gut says we just rush it. Oli already has a drawn axe. Cool. Nobody stops until we're across, you bark. The ravens advance quickly. The warped are slow to respond. Slingers! Shouts Foca, noting warped dredge hiding just over the ridge. Rush 'em! Ready for battle? It could have gone worse. Don't let your guard down. Yet. Yoink! Let's bring Krumer over here. We can Tempest here. Deal some damage to both of them. Sweet, he critted on that. He explodes on death. Ah. Well, let's get our Stone Slinger up in here. He'll deal some damage and start sapping his strength with disease. Hey! Hey! No! Stop that. Let's champion here. Move Juno over here. Lightning here. Confuse him. Shatterstone here. Get up here. Tempest. Get over here. Tempest. Killed him. God, what did he just do? Die. Or not. There we go. Get over here. Confuse him. Kill him. Tempest here. Kill both of them. Start the pillage. Move over here. Kill him. Sweet. Get some renown. No injures, too. Super nice. Apostate's ready for promotion. This time, the warp seemed even more organized than the last. That could have all gone wrong, Spar says, peering over the bridge's edge at the twisted rocks far below. Foca replies, yeah, we could all be dead. Come on, this isn't the place to give Bulwark another try. Morale declined. A small pale orb winks at you from deep cracks in the darkness. A brief inspection reveals that they're eggs. Skulkers, whispers Ditch, pulling one of the creatures free of its shell, stabbed through by his dagger. The stone hurler who joined you at the Godstone looks upset by the dead thing. She darts between a few clusters, making scooping motions and nodding. Are you crazy? Foca frowns. That's a lot of eggs, Oki fully bemoans, squinting ahead into the distance. Makes my faint skin crawl. He doesn't finish the sentence. You imagine countless more eggs in every direction, just out of sight. Let's allow the stone hurler to do whatever she wants. She finds a cluster of palm-sized eggs and begins gathering them in her sling, nodding as if to say, this is fine. You're not sure if it's any more comforting or terrifying that she's unafraid, but nobody intervenes. Soon you leave the next nest behind. You, achievement gained. Salvage a treasure trove in the darkness. The caravan stops to rest their feet and eat. The only good thing about this damned beacon we're walking around is that there's no reason to hide a campfire, says Krumer, chomping on some burnt meat. The conversation turns towards some of Krumer's war exploits and devolves quickly into a rowdy debate about who could beat who in a fight. Alright, how about Ditch or Bach? Grins Ollie. In a fair fight? Asks Krumer. Bach and his girlfriend, no question. Ditch pouts and crosses his arms as everyone else laughs. But I'll put my gold on Valka over most any of you. Spindling milkmaids, he smiles. Now in a fight against a Varl, none of you have a chance. The ravens laughed. Well, who could hope to stand against the unkillable Krumer? Quips Spar. Nobody yet, but I hope someday to face down a Sunder, says Krumer. Spar grins. What about a Sunder Slayer? There's a long silence. What do you think, Sunder Slayer? Krumer asks. Putting you on the spot. Think you could take me? I wouldn't even need both arms. The others respond with delight. Now that's something I'd pay to see, Foca says. But you know what I think? We need to get moving. The others grumble and roll their eyes, but soon you're back on the road. I'm glad we improved our morale just to lose it. Brambles rise ahead of you like gnarled hands reaching towards the sky, their fingers peppered with thorns. This was once a healthy forest, now just another obstacle. Through the branches lays a bare clearing here, another there, as if a fire had cleared half the forest before the darkness came. Bulwark knew we'd have little choice but to pass through here. Going around would cost days. You consider your inevitable approach. Foca? What's your gut say this time? Her tired head shake is telling. You consider your inevitable approach. Now let's keep a tight formation. Shields! Foca calls in a tone you're starting to become familiar with. The ravens do their best, but the progress is slow. Each fallen creature is replaced by two more. Eventually, you find yourself stopped and surrounded. Cut a swath, Foca huffs. Before we can push it any further, watch the flanks. Hmm. Promote Foca. Yep, let's go ahead and ready up for battle. I'm annoyed that items are stuck. Oh. I think my game just crashed. It did. Okay. Well, we will go ahead and end stream here today, guys. I know it's like 2 hours early, but I don't feel like relaunching. So, we will go ahead and come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. And we will go ahead and continue this. So, I will see you guys all then. Peace, guys.